All right, let's get it, man. What's going on, people? How everybody doing today? I did not get water. What's going on, man? Topflyght TV. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, going to stop through the building. If you new, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We are back. We are back with more political shenanigans. And today we're going to talk about the NABJ, the National Association of Black Journalists. Donald Trump came to the conference and he was questioned and he was interrogated. We're going to get in all of it. We're going to talk about it. I got a lot to say about it. It's going to be very interesting. And I want some Democrats to chime in. I got the link in the chat. Again, I want somebody to pull up, man, and talk to me. Tell me about this display last night. Y'all took another L, man. And me and mines, we are on y'all ass, man. So, yeah, let's get into it. First of all, the National Association of Black Journalists. What is that? That is an association of black journalists. Let's read the definition. It was founded in 1975, Washington, D.C., by 44 journalists. The NABJ's stated purpose is to provide quality programs and services to and advocate on behalf of black journalists. The organization has worked for diversity and to increase the number of minorities in the newsrooms across the country. So it's a group of black people that have influence over journalism. Basically, and this is a key point because we're going to get back to this. Basically, the people that Donald Trump met with, they are kind of responsible for what news gets out to black people. That is key. I want you to wait and I want you to hold that into your mind. We're going to watch a clip. I'm going to try to get the clip correct. We're going to watch the first clip. Donald Trump served these people. And we're going to get into that too. The Democrats took another L. We're going to show you why. And I'm going to break down why the Democrats take so many L's. Okay? And we're going to be fair tonight. We're going to be fair and balanced. We're not going to get emotional and we're not going to be biased. This is an objective perspective. You understand? So look, let's go into the clip. We're going to get right into the clip. Forgive me if I am a little new to the StreamYard. And if I share this clip, let me know if I have sound or not. Okay? Somebody let me know if I got sound or not. We're going to go ahead and get into the clip right now. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. Boom. Share screen. Boom. Let's go. All right. Boom. Y'all ready? I want y'all to watch this. Donald Trump just enters the stage. I'm going to share the video, a clip of the video, not very long, and then we're going to break it down. Let's go.
I want to start by addressing the elephant in the room, sir. A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today.
This is fair use, by the way. Fair use. I'm using this to break it down for educational purposes.
You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President.
I want y'all to notice how as soon as he got on stage, it was a very, as Donald Trump said, it was a very hostile manner in which they addressed him. Let's keep it moving.
Barack Obama saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told
the sass. This why, dog? Why does it always have to be sass?
A lot of people did not think it was appropriate for you to be here today. You have pushed false claims about some of your rivals, from Nikki Haley to former President Barack Obama, saying that they were not born in the United States, which is not true. You have told 4 congresswomen of color who were American citizens to go back to where they came from. You have used words like animal and rabbit to describe black district attorneys. You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist.
Let's stop right here. Donald Trump may be the next president. Donald Trump may be the next president. He may be the next guy in power, right? Again. And instead of this group of black people trying to have a diplomatic conversation with this man to try to get us some sort of policy or some type of good standing with the president or the maybe president, they came off with all kind of sass and hostility and aggression. I want you to take note of that. That's not how you conduct business, man.
You've had dinner with a white supremacist at your Mar-a-Lago resort. So my question, sir, now that you are asking Black supporters to vote for you, why should Black voters trust you after you have used language like that?
First of all, let's get this real clear. Lady, why should we trust you? Why should we trust you to be our spokesperson? Who let her sit in that chair? That's what I want to know. Who allowed that lady right there to be our spokesperson? From what I'm hearing, she's not a foundational Black American. I think she's Nigerian or something. No problem, right? But in order to be our spokesperson, you should be of the lineage, right? Let's go.
Well, first of all, I don't think I've ever been asked a question so in such a horrible manner. First question. You don't even say, hello, how are you?
Do y'all hear the crowd? That is a group of Black people in Chicago. Okay. They were right there witnessing the whole thing. And you hear the cheers. They're cheering and they're laughing and they're feeling what Donald Trump is saying because it's only right. Let's go.
Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. And I think it's disgraceful that I came here in good spirit. I love the Black population of this country. I've done so much for the Black population of this country, including employment, including opportunity zones with Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, which is one of the greatest programs ever for Black workers and Black entrepreneurs. I've done so much. And, you know, and I say this, historically Black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke. And I saved them and I gave them long-term financing and nobody else was doing it. I think it's a very rude introduction. I don't know.
Hey, dog, he really made them people look crazy up there. The Democrats have took a L 2 nights in a row. Who's in charge over at the DNC? Who is appointing these people? Who is making their game plan? Who is putting their strategies together? Because the reality of the situation is these people really, the people sitting with Donald Trump right now, they do not want to get things for the Black community. They want to be sassy and they want to be argumentative with Donald Trump. They tried to make Trump look bad, but do you see the way he handled that situation? Let's go ahead and continue.
Exactly why you would do something like that. And let me go a step further. I was invited here and I was told my opponent, whether it was Biden or Kamala, I was told my opponent was going to be here. It turned out my opponent isn't.
They finessed him. On top of all this unprofessionalism, they finessed that man. And I'm not caping for Donald Trump. we're going to call a spade today. They finessed that man. They told him Kamala Harris was going to be there. And she wasn't there. And why she wasn't there, I don't know. I would love to know. Let's go.
Here, you invited me under false pretense. And then you said, you can't do it with Zoom. Well, you know, where's Zoom? She's going to do it with Zoom and she's not coming. And then you were half an hour late. Just so we understand, I have too much respect for you to be late. They couldn't get their equipment working or something was wrong.
Mr. President, I would love if you can answer the question on your rhetoric and why you believe that Black voters should trust you with another 4 years.
I have been the best president for the Black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Let's stop it right there. I mean, Abraham Lincoln, wasn't he a slave owner? Let's just keep it real, man. But I'm not mad at that, what he said, okay? But I wouldn't use Abraham Lincoln as the person that you're trying to, you know, because they say Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves, but it wasn't that easy. It wasn't that type of narrative going on. There was a lot more to the story than they tell us. It wasn't just like, oh, let's free the slaves. We're going to do good today. No, it was too much money at stake. It was a lot of other things in play. That's another video for another day. Let's keep it going.
Better than President Johnson, who signed the Voting Rights Act?
For you to start off a question and answer period, especially when you're 35 minutes late because you couldn't get your equipment to work, in such a hostile manner. I think it's a disgrace.
Let me just ask a follow-up, sir, and then we'll move on to other questions here. Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party.
Watch this. Y'all watch this. You notice she said the first Black and Asian American. Texas Bama, what's going on? You notice the girl over here said the first Black vice president. Watch what happens, okay? Because we've been saying this. I don't really care about it, honestly. It's not a big deal to me, but there's a narrative going around that Kamala Harris is a Black American. And what they're doing is they are trying to garner the Black vote by using Blackness only during election season. They're trying to garner the Black vote during election season, running on her so-called Blackness, right? So we've been saying this, but watch how eloquently Donald Trump breaks this down. And it kind of makes that whole thing fall apart. It is a major, major, major L. Let's go.
Ticket as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
give me a
literally
definition
the words
then. Would you give me a definition?
DEI.
Give me a definition. It doesn't, because over there, frankly, a lot of problems with it. But one of the big problems, and a lot of the journalists in this room, I know, 17 million people loose, and people who
hold up, y'all.
In young Black, the Black world
was shot the other day.
Something that didn't look their decision. They George.
We cover you extensively. They want to make.
I know people with not great families that don't have. Might have come in. I chose law school. Difficult families believe in it, get married. What was next? 3.5. No impact.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Them would have been.
Do you think? Well,
they're radical. Abortion. It's in any state or the age want that. I don't want health. Many people in because there are 7 exams. So
lost the whole thought. Give me 1 second.
By the way, the Supreme Court just.
Sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. We are going to find that part where he breaks down her Blackness, and we're going to. I mean, we got to discuss this, man. It's very important. You know, it's one thing for us to say it, but it's another thing for Donald Trump to say it. And the way he said it was very it was very powerful. It was very impactful. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Hold up. Let's see.
Hey, stand up guy, 10 tall.
Hold up.
Big body pull up in a Range Rover. I can change the whole game when I say so. I put it up,
Fair
shut
use,
it down.
fair
They
use,
know.
fair use.
Running this
I'm gonna get a
game
copyright
ain't
strike.
for me.
They're not gonna
And what's
monetize
don't
this
change
thing.
me.
That's
The
all
only
good.
thing changing is
Check it.
easy.
former President Donald Trump by a drop it to describe
Manner. First question. Okay, question.
president and be on a major party ticket. That is
Give me a
literally
definition.
the direct
Define
question.
it. Define it for me. I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly.
Y'all pay attention, man. Listen to what's about to happen. He's about to break down her so-called Blackness. Hold up. Y'all bear with me, man. Let's go.
Thank you very much. And she was always of Indian heritage.
Let me go back.
And say, no, I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much. And she was always of Indian heritage. And she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was Black until a number.
She was only promoting Indian heritage. These are people that knew her and knew of her before she ran for vice president and before she ran for president. And look what he knows her as. He knows her from, and I believe what he said. He knows her for promoting Indian heritage.
Number of years ago when she happened to turn Black, and now she wants to be known as Black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she Black?
She is always
But you know
identified
what?
as a Black woman.
I
She went to a
respect either
historically Black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she went she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that she is
somebody should look
I
into
hear how you
that.
said that.
clear, sir? Do you believe
I
that
think
she is
somebody should. And then all of a sudden, she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that she is
somebody should look into that too when you ask, continue in a very
That's hilarious,
hostile,
though.
nasty tone.
It's a direct question.
Oh man, do y'all hear this, man? Do y'all see this? Do y'all see what's going on? That is hilarious. That is hilarious. The gig is up, man. The gig is up. The jig is up. It's over, man. I'm not gonna say the election is over because these Democrats are very, very sneaky. But let me talk to y'all about this. This is very pivotal, and this is the problem. This is what's going on. This is why we're having the issues that we're having. Ordinary, everyday black people do not have a beef with Donald Trump. I'm going to say that again. Ordinary, everyday black folks do not have this major hostility towards Donald Trump. Okay? And those of us who are unemotional, okay? Those of us who would actually like to get something, actually like to see some type of change, right? And to actually have some type of business background, or a sense of business. Those of us who have that, we would not have handled it like that. But the problem with the Democrats is one thing they do is they get emotional and they get sassy. Okay. They get real emotional and they get real sassy. And I noticed it from me talking to the Democrats when we try to have real conversations. It's a whole bunch of sass going on. Yeah, the interviewer was very aggressive for no reason at all. Okay, that man flew out there, right, out of his busy schedule, and he came to sit. He came to sit with them to see, hey, look, what can we do? You know, let's chop it up. At that point in time, those sisters were supposed to, I know they probably were assigned to act the way they acted. I'm sure their handlers said to go out there aggressive, put the pressure on him and try to make a fool of him. And the problem with that is when you're too busy trying to make a fool of him, you're not thinking with a business mind. You should be thinking diplomatically, and you should hear people out. You should always hear people out, because that's kind of like, you know, you ever been, you know, in social circles and your friends are like, man, dude over there, he a sucker, or dude over there, I don't like dude. And then you meet dude, and then you form your own opinion of him. This is exactly what's going on here. Donald Trump has been deemed the bad guy. So instead of that lady in that group addressing the situation and trying to learn information from him and try to understand what's going on and actually try to have a real dialogue, they came out there aggressive. They came out there like the friend that heard about the other friend, that their friend doesn't like this friend. So they attacked that friend as if they knew all about him already. And that's the issue, man. And I wish there was a group of people that Donald Trump could sit with, a group of people that have sense, a group of people that really speak for us, because those people do not speak for us, man. I heard the lady's name, Foundational Black American, man. You're not allowed to speak for us. It's if you're not Foundational Black American. That's the new rule. We're putting that rule into effect. If your family weren't slaves in America, you cannot speak for us. Okay? We respect you. We're glad you're here, but you can't be our representative because of that reason that I just showed. If you just jumped in, go back, watch. I just broke down the Donald Trump at the National Association of Black Journalism Conference. I got the link in the chat, man. I got the link in the chat. Hop in if you want to hop on the panel. All of this sassiness, right? I bet you the interviewer thought she was going to come off real cool. I bet you she thought that she was going to be some sort of hero or something, right? But they are so out of touch with the real black community. They're extremely out of touch, and they do not understand that that's not how we want to go about things. All right. We don't want to deal with people on a level of being combative. Let's talk business, man. Let's talk numbers. Okay. Emotions, all emotions aside, we got Donald Trump in the building. Let's get him, make him feel comfortable, and let's see what he's going to do. Let's hear out his policies. Let's not attack. Well, President Donald Trump, you said this, you said that 5 years ago. You said this, you said this, bro. That's not. What is that? That's like some Jerry Springer shit. The only question should be, this is what the conversation will look like if he came to a conference full of real black people. It will be, hey, the gist of it will be, we are seeking reparations. What are we going to do about that? Are you with that, or are you not with that? Right? And we're going to get a real clear answer. And for real, we will propose it like, hey, it's no reparations, no vote for us. What do you have? If you can't do that, what do you have for us? They didn't ask for anything, dog. You dig? And I'm not going to play the whole video because it's a pretty long video, but y'all get the gist of what happened there. They came off wrong. They made a fool of themselves once again. Okay. All the sister girl, I'm going to be aggressive type of situation. That's not the time and the place for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming back with another video. I'm about to talk about Rayful Edmonds. I'm about to do a video on Rayful Edmonds. Rayful Edmonds is free, so I'm gonna touch on that. But I appreciate y'all tapping in. That's all I have for the day. If you just jumped in, go catch the playback. Like, subscribe, and share the video with your people so they can know what type of time we on. All right, I'll be back in about 20 minutes with a video with Rayful Edmonds. All right, peace. Y'all be good.